Hey everybody. So in the last video I thought I was going to be done with this web series and then the analyzer didn't work right. And I'm pretty sure it's because it was a change in the way the um, whole API works. Like the API is doing something slightly different than what it used to do. Um, it now it like it returns a list of different like a larger list of items. So basically, and I did make an update to accommodate that change, and um, and I think that is kind of like I said at the end of the last video. That was the whole point of this thing, because when I build the Angular version, it's not going to be as easy to sort of debug as this one, because it's gonna be a little bit more polished. So oh, there's a bug in there. So it's really hot here in Georgia right now, and there's just insects everywhere. Um, but so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. And so you see that we have all these, trues and all that. And before we would only have sort of one true at the end, and now we have like um, a bunch of separate uh, functions or results, which is pretty nice. I didn't really like it when we first talked about it or when I first noticed it, but I actually like that because it'll be easier to. It's kind of like, oh man, oh, it's because I have this filter up here. Um, so this is basically what we're seeing here. This is the equivalent of that. But if we look just at like this last result, for example, um, we have 4 items in here, and that's these 4 items, and they're all true. So we know that 1 plus 2, confidence of 89.9 is true. And then plus 3 was true. And so like if we go a little farther up in here, we know that we have like we have 5 results, but only 3 of them are final. So I think this is their way of saying, hey, you're good with 1 plus 2. You're good with 3, with plus 3. You're good with plus 4. We're not too sure about another plus, and we're not too sure about this 5. So it's kind of nice because you could be like, um, you could fill these out and then wait until you get a final. So, so that's cool. Or maybe you could, like in this specific situation, you could draw it out, but like the plus and the 5, these could be like black, and then these could be like red or something, or you have some indicator that these still might change. Um, you know, but I think that is that's pretty cool. So the changes I made to accommodate that was basically when I get my results. Before I would just grab the very first one, as you can see, I would just grab the 0 or the 0th one. But now I convert the arg results to a array, and I'll get into that a little bit later. And then I also take the result and I sign it into results, and then I iterate over that, and then I take each individual result and I have to convert that to an array too, and then I print out all of those. And so basically, before I think all I would have gotten was this one, but now I get all 4. Now this is a common. So like if I console log arg results, for example, console.log. Okay, I'm just going to say arg, just so we have something to filter on. And then arg dot results. All right, and then I go ahead and do all the check boxes. And then 1 plus 2. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be arg's results. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Reload. All right. Let's fix that. Args, plural. And we will go ahead and get started again. One plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, so now let's go back here into our debugger and we'll look up, I think it was arg. What was it? Was that it? Why is it? I don't know why it's. So these are our filters. I don't understand why all of these are coming in. So I'm going to I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to add like 3 S's so that there's just, I don't see how in the world that can be the same. So the point I want to go over here is just basically that these are not arrays, and what they are and why they do it that way. 1 plus 2 plus 3. I think that's good enough. Hopefully I paused long enough, and then there we go. So now we're just getting these args. So they're these, what they are is speech recognition result lists, right? So basically they have that. So like if we were to come in here and just like put a debugger here and try it again. 1 plus 2. All right, so here we are, and we have our args results, right? So if I go into the console and I say args dot results, this is what we have. And so it's an arg results list. And so now if I say like for each, it's undefined, right? Because arg results doesn't have that. But what I can do is I could take an array. I could just take a variable a and say it equals arg dot results, and then I can say I was supposed to go like this: array dot from. So that from is a method that's on the array object, and then I can pass it arg dot results, and it'll actually create an array out of the arg results. And now you can say a dot for each, and it has everything that you want. So like I think if you say that it's a I think I believe there's a is array. Let's see, how do you check if, let me just look this up. Is array method. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's part of array. So you can say like array that's the thing. It's true. But if we say um, arg results, results. So we get a false. And the reason that they do that, let's close that off, is because arrays are very, very heavy. They have tons of methods and attributes that don't exist on these specialized lists. But the lists have enough information that it could create an array from it. So, with this method, and then you can iterate over it. And that's exactly what I did over here. And it's just something that you have to do all the time. It's just a good idea. So, anyways, I think that covers it. I think for the moment, I am done with this web series. If while I'm working on my Angular application, I need to come back and like reanalyze or get additional information, and then I have to make changes for that, I'll add a video for this. But for the most part, I think this is a done deal. And happy coding, everybody. Bye.